almost hit her at 1:06 in the morning, standing barefoot in the middle of Highway 24, with her hair blowing across her face, and one hand lifted like she had been waiting for my car and no one else's. I slammed the brakes so hard my seatbelt locked across my chest, and for a second we just stared at each other through the windshield, my headlights bleaching her white dress and her skin into something flat and ghostly, until she stepped slowly toward my window and whispered, "Please don't leave me here with him. I should have driven away." Every sane part of me knows that now. But I was 22, alone, and still carrying the kind of guilt that makes dangerous things sound like chances to become a better person. My younger sister, Chloe, had called me 2 months earlier from a gas station outside Wichita, crying because a man was following her and she was scared to drive alone. I silenced the call because we had fought that week, and I was tired of her chaos spilling into my life. By morning, she was dead in a ditch 5 miles from that station, and ever since then, I had been living with the rotten knowledge that the last thing I gave my sister was silence. So when I rolled down the window and saw this girl up close, maybe 19, maybe 20, shivering hard enough her teeth clicked, a bruise darkening one side of her jaw, I heard Chloe in every broken breath. I asked if she was hurt. She nodded. I asked if someone was chasing her. She looked back at the empty road behind us, then leaned closer and said, "He was." I unlocked the passenger door before I could think twice. The inside of the car went cold the second she climbed in, bringing with her the smell of rainwater, dirt, and something older underneath it, like wet leaves sealed in a basement. She did not put on her seatbelt. She just folded her hands in her lap and stared out the windshield. I asked her name. "Mara," she said. Her voice was soft, tired, and strangely calm for someone who had just been standing alone on a highway in the dark. I asked where she needed to go. She turned her face toward me then, and even in the weak dashboard light, I could see she was beautiful in a worn, devastated way, like someone who had not slept in days. "You can just take me home," she said. "I know where it is." My hands tightened on the wheel. "You don't know me," I said, trying to laugh. "Yes," she said quietly, "I do." I told myself she meant because I had picked her up, because she was scared, because people say odd things when adrenaline is still burning through them. I kept driving. The highway was empty, except for my headlights and miles of black fields on both sides. I asked if she wanted me to call the police. She said no too quickly. I asked if I should take her to a hospital. She looked down at her bare feet and whispered, "It's too late for that." I remember glancing at them then, muddy, scraped, one ankle swollen, and seeing what I somehow missed before. She had dried blood between her toes. My mouth went dry. I reached for my phone on the console, thinking I would call 911 whether she wanted me to or not. But before my fingers touched it, she said, "Your house is the third on the left after the mailbox with a broken blue flag." Every part of me went still. She said it without looking up, in the same dull tone someone might use to give directions to a grocery store. I pulled the car onto the shoulder so fast gravel spat